Hello and welcome to the pre-conference podcast for the Summit on Energy Efficiency for the Life Science Industry. It will take place in Berlin on the 3rd and the 4th of November. Today we have the pleasure of introducing you Ellie Amirnasr with Man & Hummel. Ellie, thank you very much for joining us today. To start off, could you please tell us about your role in the company and a small introduction about the company itself?
Sure. Thank you so much for the invitation. I'm really glad and excited to participate in the European Energy Summit for the life science application in November. My name is Ellie Amirnasr, as you mentioned. I'm the Director of Digital Ventures at Man & Hummel, as well as the co-founder of the first corporate startup within Man & Hummel, which is focusing on mainly clean air management for commercial buildings.
Thank you very much for this introduction, Ali. When speaking about energy efficiency, it's been a focus for the life science companies as well as other industries. How facility management industry will transform in the near future?
That's a very good question. There is three main topics that in a facility management industry can initiate or trigger the transformation. One of them is the sustainability topic, which is one of the biggest trends. The other one is the technology. A lot of equipments are getting updated, automated, digitized. And the third one is labor topic, labor scarcity, or requirements for labor with different skill sets. So these three are actually, I don't want to say forcing, but pushing the facility management industry to think about transformation and step into that, because one of the things that is very important right now for a lot of corporates is sustainability. A lot of facility management might be familiar with the concept of ESG, which is environment, social responsibility, and governance. They're looking into how they can optimize their operation to achieve their energy goal and sustainability goals. A lot of equipments that are getting renewed or coming and installed in their buildings or in their manufacturing are automated. They generate a lot of data, and they can actually use those data to optimize their operation. A lot of other things like maintenance. They need new skill sets or labor with new skill sets to be able to operate those equipments. At the same time, because of a lot of things that happened in the past few years, COVID and everything else, labor shortage is with the specific skill sets is becoming more and more relevant for facility management industry. Because of all these three that I explained, and in our presentation we'll go to more details about that. It is necessary to think about transformation and get ready for it.
Thank you very much, Ellie, for sharing that. Now, diving deeper into more technical topics, what should be the strategy for facility managers to optimize their HVAC systems?
Sure. I would like to invite the participant to definitely come and see our presentation, because we will dive more into this in detail. However, I will leave you with three things. There is equipment optimization that they can do, which is more hard optimization, and it's like, fan, mechanical stuff that they can do, kind of retrofitting sometimes. The other one is the maintenance optimization. How often do you change your filters? How often do you clean your coils and clean your ducts? Those can impact your energy consumption. And the last but not the least one is the operation optimization, about ventilation schedule and the way that the system is operated. Before COVID, a lot of systems have been set into specific setup, let's say, like, from one time to the other time, they have been running, and then they're shut down for some times, or they were on the recirculating. But then after COVID, a lot of them went on a set 100%, for example, or a set schedule, and have not looked into that again. So there is operation optimization that is also can help the energy consumption.
And what's the impact of HVAC systems on CO2 emissions?
most of the facility management executives and technicians and whoever is in that industry already know this statement by heart. The HVAC system consumes more than 40% of the energy in a building. Well, this is one source of the CO2 emission. And if you move to renewable energies, you can actually reduce that. However, there is another source of CO2 emission in the HVAC system, and that comes from your maintenance. So how often do you change your filter is actually can increase your carbon footprint. Let me tell you one thing, a lot of our customers and people that we talk to, they go with changing filters more often to reduce the energy consumption of the HVAC system. Well, that might not be 100% correct. So in our presentation, I will talk about how you can optimize the operation of your HVAC system, as well as the maintenance of the HVAC system to have a balance and the optimum level for minimum energy consumption and carbon footprint, I would say.
Thank you, Ellie. And coming to my last question, why should facility management executives implement digital solutions into their operation and governance?
That's also a very good question. And the world that we live in today, there is, first of all, more and more regulations and legislation coming in place, more and more reporting and auditing is happening. We know from our customers and experts in our team that a lot of reporting right now is happening kind of manually and taking a lot of time and resources from these facility management teams. And digitalization can help them with the not only the reporting, but also making sure that they're compliant with the regulations. The other thing that will help the facility management executives is decision making. A timely manner decision making will be very important as they move forward with all these sustainability and energy goals that they have. And digitalization can help them with that. As I mentioned, there are 3 optimization that needs to happen. And if you have a campus of 100 buildings with multi-hundred HVAC systems in there, then you want to actually have a very simple way to know when you have to do what, and digitalization can simplify that for the facility management executive and whoever is working for them in that industry.
I absolutely agree, Ellie. Thank you very much for making the time today and giving us your insight on the future of facility management and the importance of optimizing HVAC. We're very excited to have you on the speaker board of the summit, and we'll be really looking forward to hearing your case study in Berlin. I would also like to use this opportunity to invite everyone to the European Summit on Energy Efficiency for the Life Science Industry on the 3rd and the 4th of November to hear Ellie Amirnasr's insights and many other exciting discussions.
Thank you very much.